All right. So we are on buyer's journey sequences. So what this is for, um, it's like an onboarding sequence, but for products mainly. You could do it for services, but you're going to be working with people one on one for services. So it's only smart to send one email with like when they purchase a service, right? Telling them what it's all about, giving them clear instructions on how to actually use it. Uh, and this is all dependent on like what's actually happening after someone purchases your product, right? Because this is a sequence for Modern Mastery, the community. But if you go there, when they sign up, it's in Circle. So normally this would have an onboarding email one day after they buy, but this is what people see when they join Modern Mastery, right? Where I give this is pretty much the onboarding email that gets sent to them and like giving them the rules. And it gets really messy with a community. There's a lot more that goes into this than just a regular product. But having a first onboarding email is important in telling them what they can expect, right? So for a product, depending on how big or small it is, will determine what you put into the actual onboarding email. But what you do in the onboarding email is you pretty much say, here's what you do next, right? So you give them instructions on how to either best go through the course, what to pay attention to, the first steps they should take, maybe some tips on how to actually learn or implement. And it could be as simple as thank you for purchasing. Here's what you should do next. Here's an email. You should expect a few emails after this to help you go through the course in the best manner. So when they join Modern Mastery, the community, they get the onboarding email, and then I give them one day, and then I send them another email that pretty much tells them what to pay attention to. And now I use in my email subject line, I like to use the brackets with like MMHQ or people that have gone through digital economics. I do digital economics just so people know that it applies to them more. And then here it's just free courses, goal setting, and more. So what I say, it's been a few days since you joined Modern Mastery HQ. Are you enjoying it so far? Is there anything you'd like to see? Have you dove into the trainings or started building connections with other members? And now what this does is it builds a more of a connection with your customers, right? So you're asking them questions, and a lot of people reply to this email and tell me what they like about it. So not only am I getting things that I can post on the timeline, like testimonials for promotions, but uh, I'm also just like connecting with the people that buy my products rather than them buying it and then going nowhere. So that's what I would recommend is either ask them how they're liking it so far, or just tell them like a favorite part of the course that you think they should put emphasis on. But since I'm doing this for a community, it's like here's three courses here's like a whole email on planning out your vision. And yeah, you could do a lot of things with this. But if it's just a regular product, like you don't have to make it super long. I would just do like maybe 3 to 4 emails that thank people, tell people how to go through it, ask for or ask them questions, how they're liking it, get feedback, tell them a specific part of the course that you think they should pay a lot of attention to. Maybe send them a free checklist like later just as a bonus, just to make them happy, right? And after that, so after a specific amount of time, this is up to you, and it really depends on how quick they can get results with your product. But at the end of your buyer's journey sequence, so if yours is 3 to 4 emails, then after that, then you would ask for a testimonial. So in this testimonial, what I did is just called a simple request. First, I want to thank you for being in Modern Mastery HQ. It's been a bit over a month since you signed up. I have a proposition for you. If the community has helped you in any way, could you leave a short review on your experience here? And now I have a testimonial software, but you can just ask them to reply to the email with the testimonial, or tell them to DM you on Twitter. That's what I did for a long time. Is just like, hey, would you mind DMing me what you've gotten out of Modern Mastery to my DMs, right? And then here I'm offering an incentive. You don't have to do this. If you don't have an incentive to give, then don't let it prevent you from creating an email that asks them for testimonials. Like, you don't need anything in this course really. If you don't want to do it, but it's recommended, and it works pretty well. So what I did is I recorded a video with J.K. Molina and Dakota Robertson that I uploaded privately to my YouTube channel. You could do this with a free course. You could do this with a Loom video like this, where you go over something important, or like a strategy or something, and then you offer to send that to them in return for the testimonial, so they are more likely to get the testimonial, right? And you can get creative with this. So I told them what it's about. I know a lot of people in Modern Mastery like Twitter growth, and so that's what I offer if they send me a testimonial. And then they DM me in Discord to have me send them the actual video, and that's pretty much it. And then again, with follow-ups are important if you're trying to get people to do things, because not a lot of people will open that email. So I send another one 14 days after, asking if they had any wins, and it's pretty much the same thing. So wanted to check in and see if MMHQ has helped you get any wins recently, making sales, whatever. I give them examples so I can bring ideas to their head. It's like when we read a book for content creation, like maybe they don't know what to talk about unless you give them an example, right? And then the same thing, I lead them to the testimonial link. I tell them that I'll DM them a video if they let me know they left the testimonial, and that's pretty much it. And that's how you get testimonials on Autopilot. But at the start, you can always reach out to people and ask them what their thoughts were on it. But overall, that is pretty much my entire email marketing process in a nutshell. So I hope you enjoyed all of those videos on email sequences.